Okay, so like I was saying,
Yeah,
so the sea monkeys are fucking in your filth, also known as body sweat, that I've taken from.
What are you referring to for the folks at home?
Somebody's listening?
You said you were collecting my sweat.
Yes. Yeah. For the folks at home, Josh sweats a lot.
He's been known to perspire.
Look, I've got a problem, okay? I'm not proud of it.
My left foot over here is fucking...
Yeah, I look like Jiminy Glick. Like at all times. Just pouring sweat.
What's up, guys? We're back in the studio. Sorry for last week. We didn't do an episode, but we are all caught up.
Yeah, the reason we didn't do an episode... and no one's gonna believe this because it's fucking insane. We're sitting. We just had some lovely pizza from a. I was gonna say the name, but we're not sponsored by them. So I put the plate on the shelf right behind me because you have a shelf right behind you, and that's frustrating me.
What?
That tone.
Yes.
But
How did that make you feel?
So I put the shelf. I put the plate on the shelf. We're watching Swamp Diamonds.
Swamp Diamonds.
And I stretched or something. Yeah, I put my arms
relaxing
behind my back, and then I knocked the plate off, and it shatters, and a shard goes right into my Achilles tendon, stabs it, and I was like, oh, that hurts. And y'all were like, oh yeah, let's put a bandage on it. And I realized it really hurts to walk. And anyway, long story short, I went home and I played video games.
That's good. Good for you.
Yeah,
Strong work.
yeah.
How's your leg?
It's better. Yeah, it's healing. I got some time off of work
Sweet.
because of it, which is glorious.
Are you getting a check?
Yes, I'm getting paid for it. Anyway.
Awesome. Good stuff.
But yeah, that's why there was no episode, because I had to leave, so.
Yeah. I'm James, and this is Cinema Shat. Sorry.
Yeah,
Just
I'm
belittling
Josh.
your story.
Yeah, it's cool.
Who are you?
I'm Eli Roth. And this is
Oh, God,
Hostel.
leave! Fucking get out! Ugh.
No, I am actually John.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
I believe
That's
it.
very true. That's
You,
very true.
can you believe it, are known as Chicken Chaser.
Chicken chaser. Okay, so this week we watched one movie. We watched one movie, but we're gonna talk about some other movies. And Josh, it was your pick, right? That if you guys hear that noise, that's me tapping the movie.
Yes.
That's how you know we're real and this isn't all fake.
Authentic.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Authentic.
And what is the name of our movie?
How do we know that we're real?
Philosophical. I picked Demonicus, and
Dominicus Republic.
and if you're wondering, hey Josh, why did you pick Demonicus? For the folks at home watching on YouTube's,
Hey Josh, why
you'll
did you pick Demonicus?
Hey Josh, how come did you pick the dude the Dominicus?
Well, because this cover is glorious.
It's
That's
very
why I
true.
picked it.
it is P grade.
Because it, I mean, we watch shit on the short show.
Yeah.
This looked like complete trash. So
And
Yeah.
it was.
It
Yeah,
was.
it was.
Great trash.
Yeah.
but,
I hated it to start out, but I ended up coming around and loving
I
it.
feel you, yeah. But yeah, they'll see the cover and they'll be like, oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, that is just... This looks like some 90s animation for a computer game, but that's not the gameplay, that's the cutscene.
yeah. Like the
So it's a
Diablo
bit better.
cutscenes.
Yeah. So it's a bit better than actual gameplay.
But it's
a
still
higher render.
It still comparatively looks
but it's
trash.
shit.
Yeah, like a 55 megabyte game.
Yeah.
Well, Josh, give us the rundown of the movie.
Yeah, so basically it's some kids in the woods, and basically it's couples night in the woods.
Very true.
Everyone's going with their
Very
girlfriend
cool.
because every male has a case of the not gays,
Very true.
and they all go with their girlfriends, and they're basically meeting up separately. We're talking like 4 couples meeting in the woods
they're
separately.
racing. They're racing to get to like the campsite or something.
Right? Yeah, you told me that. I
Yeah.
completely spaced that. They're racing to a campsite.
Yeah.
And that's what I did in my scary movie. It was me and my buddy, and we were meeting up at a camp location, but I was already dead, and so I was the first one there at the campsite, and so I died.
Spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers. Yeah, spoilers for the dirtiest film ever.
Oh, you're talking about
my
your
own
forest
horror
movie.
film. Yeah. The Day Hell Broke Loose at Panther Creek.
That's the title?
Yeah.
TLDR, homie. We should watch that for shit
We'll
show.
watch it.
Is
It's
it feature length?
15 minutes long.
Oh, so no.
The project for class was supposed to be like 3 to 5 minutes or something like that, and I did a 17-minute film.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Going above and beyond.
Well, yeah, I really like shot composition and stuff.
He was
and
inspired.
Well, no, I was one of the few kids in class where I'm just like, I want to be here.
Yeah.
Want to make
Thank you.
movies.
Yeah, you're not.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Some people are like, 3 minutes? How the fuck am I gonna leave the class?
Yeah.
You don't belong
Yeah,
here.
this is
You
not-
go
this is
get
not
a
for
general
you.
studies or something. Go do that.
If you can't make 3 minutes, and if you're complaining about 3 to 5 minutes, this is
Yeah.
not for you,
A
friend.
scene can take 3
Dude,
minutes.
there are two things in this world that make me so mad. It's tourists in Santa Fe, because none of them know the fucking speed limit. And the second one is students and student films.
Yeah.
They are the worst pieces of shit,
Yeah.
and they really make me mad.
That's
Like,
why we
I
watched
want to
them.
hit you, John. I want to fucking hit you.
He's looking at Demonicus, but he wants to hit you.
Yeah.
I mean, I have one of those faces that's just really punchable.
He's got a real punchable face.
Real
huh?
punchable face.
Nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, speaking of student films, I'm pretty sure this was a student film, Demonicus.
Was it shot
I don't know
on...
if it was, but
I've been thinking about it since we watched it. Do you guys think it was shot on home video?
it looks
Yeah.
like it was shot on video.
Or
It
was it-
definitely looks like it was shot on a camcorder.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking is a digital camcorder.
Yeah,
like,
no,
like
yeah.
a Sony
Yeah.
Pilot. Or,
Yeah,
is that a thing? A Sony
Handycam.
Pilot?
Yeah.
or
Not
some
Handycam.
shit?
whatever the fuck,
Definitely.
yeah.
It was
Yeah,
shot
Handycam.
on a digital
Yeah, yeah.
camcorder.
Yeah.
Because video, the whole sound would have been
That's
the
very
entire
true,
time. So
which would have been nice.
yeah, I mean the shittier the better. Right?
Yeah, honestly, the
Yeah.
shittier the better.
And yeah, anyway, the plot is all these
Yeah, forgive me.
couples are racing to a camp spot, and
In spite of one another.
right, a camp spite, and one of the boyfriends goes into this cave, which is clearly like a tourist attraction cave because it's been there a while, and
It
apparently
looks like a mining
Yeah, it
hole.
looks like- yeah,
it looks
it-
like
Yeah,
they did
totes.
concrete
Yeah,
for the
like,
entryway.
That was man-made.
and
That was
Yeah,
a
I bet
man-made
you, yeah.
structure.
that's
Isn't it
true because there's
the
gravel
fucking-
on this. Yeah, you're right.
mountains
yeah.
of Kentucky or some bullshit.
yeah.
Yeah,
never
he
mind,
go-
Well, no,
It's
they're
Italy.
supposed to be. Yeah, they're supposed to be in the Alps
yeah, the Italian Alps. Yeah, why?
because he's a gladiator. It has to make sense.
Oh.
In the Romans.
So he goes in the
Romans.
cave and he finds some weapons and a mural.
Yeah.
And a cauldron.
And a
That's-
very entertaining scene of him like choosing each one of the weapons.
Oh,
A lot of
God.
which he doesn't end up using.
Yeah, well,
But he's
Well-
like,
Yeah. No, we'll get to that.
he sees the skeleton too.
Oh yeah, there's a skeleton. He looks around. All this
Old
shit is just
Demonicus.
perfectly preserved
Tyrannus.
in here. Like,
Actually, his name is Tyrannus.
Yeah.
I mean, when was fucking Gladiator times? Like 1200? I have no idea.
1200,
I don't know.
like 400 BC.
Okay, yeah.
400,
So we're
yeah.
talking really fucking old, and it's all
Yeah.
perfectly fine.
And that,
Yeah.
I think I'm pretty sure that's like the fall too. So
I mean, we're
probably
talking-
further back.
Really old weapons, like you said, John. Like none of these weapons are rusted; they all look fine. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
a
it must
bunch
have
of
been
bullshit.
a salt mine.
Oh,
It preserved everything.
oh, it preserved the metals.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's what they-
excellent.
that's what they
Preserves
do.
the metal.
When Hitler was stealing up all the art and stuff all throughout the countries he was dominating, he put all of it in salt mines.
No shit. So
Yeah, all the art,
preserves
all the books and things. Yeah,
the
there's
stuff
no
he wanted to
moisture.
keep.
Yeah, and that's what Monument Men is about. They find one
yeah,
of Hitler's
George
mines.
Clooney, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, back to it. Sorry.
No, it's cool. But yeah, he puts the helmet on, which like ew. And
The helmet
and-
seems to have like magical powers, like the ring, where you're kind of.
I was
compelled
thinking
to
of the
put it on.
ring too. Yeah, one ring of power. But like John was saying, there's a funny montage.
Yeah, he pretty much picks up all the different weapons, and this actor clearly doesn't know how to use weaponry at all. Like he's just.
I
Kind
just
of
know
like,
how to shoot guns.
Side swipe. Kind of like just
Yeah.
like he's trying his
Point
best.
at the camera.
He wants to look cool, but he just
Point
looks
at the
goofy
camera.
as fuck doing it.
Because he's wearing some second-rate,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
baseline.
Well, honestly,
glad gladiator armor. It looks like you got it at fucking Party City.
He probably got it at Party City or Spirit or something, because it does. That's exactly what it looks like. It looks like it's like, oh yeah, I'm all ready to go to this Halloween party.
God.
Yeah, it genuinely looks like that.
My finger Jennifer.
Yeah.
Great party.
Yeah. And then he's got like the trident and the net, which was
and he's like playing to the camera.
Yeah, he's playing up to the camera. Like, oh god.
That's why my theory is he works at he's a film student, because he probably went into the prop department and was like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's what we said.
I could write a movie around these 4 things. Like, I could do this, you know.
Halloween's around the corner.
Yeah. But, and what's anyway, so he becomes this it's funny, it was a little confusing. He gets possessed by a demon, Tyrannus.
Yeah, that's the name of the skeleton demon.
Well, that's the thing though. The skeleton demon is Demonicus.
No, the skeleton demon is Tyrannus. He's Demonicus.
Yeah, see, that's where I got confused, because I'm pretty sure they call the skeleton Demonicus.
Nah, he calls him Tyrannus multiple times.
Oh, word.
He's like,
okay.
I'm sorry, I need more bloodshed for you, my lord Tyrannus.
Oh, he does. Okay.
I paid way too much attention to these the
word.
lines that it deserved.
But it's like
Tyrannus and Demonicus are the same thing. Are you gonna watch a movie that says Tyrannus
or Demonicus?
Demonicus for sure.
Yeah.
But that's where it's like, as when you're writing a movie, just don't have 2 things.
Yeah.
He just gets possessed, and that's all you know about.
Yeah.
Call the movie Tyrannus, right? He gets possessed and he starts getting blood to resurrect Tyrannus. But there's 2, like you said, like he's called Tyrannus. It should be called fucking Tyrannus, or he should be called Demonicus.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I don't know.
Anyway,
it's just because he's demon Greek gladiator.
They were just going
like we all talked about. It's like, this isn't a real word.
They clearly just looked it up. They clearly just looked up a bunch of different Latin phrases and like
right.
Yeah.
Or like especially with, like, he kept saying memento mori, which is like, I forget what it translates, but it involves like death becomes, or death embrace. Cause
I thought it was never mind. Go ahead. I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's in Latin it's something involving death. I can't remember the exact definition off the top of my head. Yeah, definitely.
Word.
But yeah,
he just gets possessed, and then he goes on a rampage to resurrect the demon. That's the basic plot. But
and then he makes a soup out of people's arms.
Yeah, he does. He makes them into a
soup.
God.
Yeah, he does make soup.
Yeah, out of
Body
limbs.
soup.
Limb soup.
Limb soup.
Why no torsos?
I was looking at the back
I'm
here.
not sure. That's a very good question, Josh. Why no torsos?
Okay, so he becomes possessed by the spirit of Tyrannus, a demon gladiator, and goes on a killing spree to revive the true spirit
of Demonicus. Okay,
but
what
he keeps
the fuck?
calling the skeleton Tyrannus.
Because that is Tyrannus.
Huh? I'm fucking
Tyrannus
confused.
is the embodiment.
I'm so confused.
Tyrannus is the vessel in which the demon god, or the demon gladiator, Demonicus, resides in. Kind of like a
I get you. So Tyrannus was initially like a general
host.
who had a demon possess him, and then but that's the body of the general. So it's technically Tyrannus, but it's also technically
so
Demonicus.
they're the same, but
that
different.
Is so confusing.
It's like a Venn diagram.
It's completely unnecessary and convoluted.
Yeah.
Now, right after
seriously.
that sentence, it says a professor. Do y'all remember a professor?
No.
Here, I'm gonna continue.
Was it Dominic, the guy with the glasses?
A professor, Gina.
What?
And her students are to be sacrifices to the demon Tyrannus.
Which one was Gina?
I have no idea. They were all the same fucking age.
Yeah, they're all in their early 20s.
I'm glad that you thought the guy with glasses he's the only one that looked like a professor.
Yeah, and he's the only one
that
had,
used
like,
logic the entire
didn't he
movie.
have a book too that was like on Roman history?
Yeah, it just said Rome on it.
Yeah, it just said Rome.
Yeah.
It looks like your math books in middle school and stuff. And math.
Yeah.
English.
Rome.
Yeah,
I know. And so yeah, none of them are professors. The only guy that was even close to a professor was that like he's like 40. Do you guys remember that dude?
The guy with glasses.
No, the other guy. He was banging one of his students.
Oh, that makes sense. I can't
But
remember
his
which
name
one.
wasn't Gina, and he was male, so...
Yeah, no, that would have been like a Greg.
Maybe he wasn't a teacher, though. I have no idea.
No, he wasn't a teacher. There's only one teacher.
Yeah, I don't remember anybody
Professor
who was like
Gina.
40 in that. I thought they were all like in their 20s.
Or Gina.
Maybe he wasn't 40. He might have been like mid-30s, but he was older.
Can they outwit Demonicus before becoming
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
He had like so minimal like screen time.
Yeah,
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
But that's the thing. There's so many couples. Like,
yeah,
it's none of them have any character.
It's because they wanted to write a slasher without actually like knowing how to write a slasher.
That's funny that you bring that up too, because as far as the structure goes, it's actually like kind of straightforward. And
it's competent.
not that bad.
Yeah.
I'm saying that
convoluted.
with tons of asterisks around it. Like it's like, like all the stuff at the end where it's like they have the final confrontation, and then like he's about to get killed, then the other character kills, and you don't see it coming. Don't see it coming in quotes, and because we all saw it coming, and then all that stuff. That's all like what's the word? Basic horror movie shit.
Yeah,
that every horror movie has done.
Oh, horror movie trope, like just typical
tropes.
Yeah, tropes.
Well, that's what I was saying with it, was where they took like all like the ideas that they want from a slasher,
right,
but don't really know how to properly execute it in a way that
that's true. If they didn't execute it
goes well,
Yeah.
like they're doing the couples in the woods all alone kind of thing.
Yeah.
And like they even did one that I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, where you had the couple making out, and then he starts walking up like he's about to walk up on them, but he walks up on the other couple that's hiking like half a mile ahead.
Yeah.
Right.
Completely passes the couple.
Yeah, which typically in a horror film, folks, if whoever's banging gets murdered immediately.
Right. Yeah. It's a dead
classic
giveaway.
Yeah.
And people are born knowing this.
And John, didn't you even say like, oh, well, they're about to get murdered because they're making out?
Yeah.
And then you were like, I was wrong. He just walked by him. He doesn't care. But then again, the demon god, whatever, Tyrannomonicus, he had honor. Remember
Tyrann Matthew, the honey badger.
Whenever he punched the two guys in the tent, which was fucking hilarious.
Yes.
He like just stares at him and then goes.
Yeah.
And the guy like somehow rolls his eyes like he's passing out.
Yeah, he somehow gets in the tent. You would have heard it. You would have heard it open, but they're just talking, blah blah blah, and there's a fucking punch off screen.
And then he looks at the other guy. It's almost like Wes Anderson, like how comical the violence is in that scene.
Yeah.
You're just like in Hotel did I fart?
No, I was just waving smoke.
Hotel, God, what is it? Grand Budapest Hotel.
Oh yeah.
Where they go to the
Is this a major spoiler?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
No, not at all. A character dies, and so they're all there listening to the will be read, and Ray Fiennes shows up with his little small companion Zero, and Adrian Brody's like, that's the guy, whatever, and so they start having a verbal confrontation, and then Adrian Brody punches Ray Fiennes, and then he falls down, and so Zero, the little bellboy, punches Adrian Brody in the face, and he falls down. Then William Dafoe punches the bellhop in the face, and then turns around and looks at the camera like he's badass. And it's just like this exchange of four punches.
And it's all flat, medium shots.
Exactly. It's right there. You're just like, and the timing is so awkward, like how humans that don't fight would look. It's very funny. Very funny.
I love Wes Anderson. He's a fucking king.
He's brilliant. He's
very funny.
Very funny. Very funny. I actually was thinking of that scene this morning, and it made me want to watch Grand Budapest Hotel, because that scene alone is just hilarious.
Yeah, I need to watch that.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
Well, I got it. You can borrow it, man.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
Sweet.
But what was I saying? So
something stupid.
Yeah, for real. I can't even remember what we were talking about.
We're on Wes Anderson now.
Yeah. Bigger and brighter things.
Dude, I rewatched Life Aquatic.
Nice.
So good.
God damn it.
All right, our time allotted for Wes Anderson is over. We're on to W.S. Anderson now.
Leave! Not you, John or Josh. W.S. Anderson.
Yeah,
leave. Okay, now P.T. Anderson.
All right.
Stay!
Yes. Keep making movies.
Keep making films.
Start shooting. Good for you, now.
Demonicus, Tyrannicus, whatever, Snuffleupagus. I was saying something about him, and I veered off. Oh, so he punches them in the tent. I was talking about the honor. That's what I was talking about. Our bad guy had a sense of honor because he is a gladiatorial whatever spirit. Whenever he punched those guys and knocked him out, he was like, "There's no honor in this," so he didn't kill them, and he only took the girl. And so I think with them making out, that he was like, "Hard pass. There's no fun in killing that when I can go fight these people, kind of thing."
Oh,
I can get where they would get that idea, but at the same time, like the majority of gladiators were slaves. I don't imagine it was too honorable.
Well, remember,
it was essentially prison fighting.
Some of them weren't, but
I mean, the ones that weren't were like, they were the sons of the patricians, and they wanted to get the fame and glory because the gladiator was essentially the quarterback.
Yeah,
but with death.
Oh, word, yeah.
So they did it for fame and glory.
Yeah.
But
which is cool.
But a lot of them were just slaves forced into it. So it's essentially just prison fights.
Yeah, it's just
like
prison fights.
You win. You're fighting to win. You're not fighting for honor.
Yeah.
You don't want to die.
But that's what I'm saying. Like in the movie.
No. I'm saying like he's very honorable in it, which is just I understand where they get the idea, but it's
not true.
Not
to
really
like
seems like they didn't quite do the research.
Not every gladiator is Russell Crowe.
Yeah. That's
Russell
true.
Crowe's
They probably watched Gladiator, and that's where they got that idea.
Yeah,
probably.
Which he's honorable because he's a fucking general before he becomes a gladiator. But whatever.
Exactly. Yeah.
Word. Yeah.
Yeah. He's a noble man, not through nobility, but through humility and being human.
Have you guys seen Kubrick's Spartacus?
No.
I need to.
It's dope. Yeah. Gladiator shit in it.
Kubrick's Spartacus.
Oh no, it's just Spartacus.
I know, I'm fucking with you.
I'm Spartacus.
So is this a...
Yes.
No, I know that scene from a Pepsi commercial actually, which is actually
wait, did
hilarious.
Stanley Kubrick do the
I'm sorry.
scene?
I know. But at the same time, I gotta give credit where credit's due. Sometimes ads can be funny, where they're just like the guy comes in on the horseback, the like crier, and he's like, "Hey, somebody left their lunch. We got a sandwich and a Pepsi. It says Spartacus on it." And then everybody's like, "I'm Spartacus. I'm Spartacus. I'm Spartacus." And then the final scene is Spartacus himself crying.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Word. So the Kubrick Spartacus, is that the one where they do "I'm Spartacus"? No, I'm Spartacus. No, I'm Spartacus. Is that what that scene is from? Is that Stanley Kubrick?
I don't think that's in there.
Okay, because that's the only Spartacus
I've seen. I was thinking
of
a different Spartacus then.
That's the one I've seen.
That's the original. Yeah.
That's the only one I ever knew of.
Maybe it was. I saw it like 6 months ago, so I might have forgotten about it.
I'll have to do some research. Gloria, pin it.
Pen that, Gloria.
I just want to talk about Spartacus now.
Fair enough.
Anyway,
yeah, you would want to talk about sweaty dudes.
Josh,
with an A.
Seriously though.
I want to get into the violence of this movie.
Yeah.
I know that we talked, comically about the punching. That was the funniest violence. However, there were some decapitations. There were some limb removals.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Speaking of, though, real quick, just I want to touch on this.
Don't touch me there.
Oh, it's already happening. But
I'll never stop.
No, but we had all this gratuitous violence and stuff, but like the whole purpose of what he was trying to do to bring back the spirit was bring enough like bloodshed.
Mm-hmm.
But like when he punches those people,
8 bodies or something.
When he punches those people in the tent, he just leaves them there.
That's what I was saying.
And then he like drags the girl away. But I get the honor code.
It has to be an honorable death. It has to be like it has to be a battle like between two people.
He didn't battle with anyone. He just slaughtered everyone. Everyone was just like, "Oh, hey, Jake, how's it going? Why are you wearing that stupid?"
Yeah, and then he cuts her head off. Yeah,
it's very true.
I know it's not your guys' fault.
Yeah,
it's the movie's fault.
They're dancing around with tone, or not tone, but like ideals of the movie. Like, what are the rules? Like Freddy Krueger has rules. Jason has rules. They fucked up their rules in this movie. Doesn't
the guy throw a weapon to another guy? Am I fucking making that up?
I can't remember.
Doesn't he throw like a weapon to him so he can engage in an honorable battle or whatever? Fuck. I can't remember.
Maybe at one point in the movie. But most of the time he just walks up on him and hacks at him.
Except the one guy that was like one of the worst actors. He had like a square head and like kind of military cut. It's like...
I think that was the professor you were talking about.
Yeah, I think that's who you thought was the professor.
Yeah.
Gina.
He gets it's the guy that gets in a fight with the guy with glasses, Remember they put up the tent? And
Oh,
like, maybe we should go to sleep and just wait
you're
it
talking
out.
about the other dude, the dude that's like that his
like
his
stocky.
girlfriend gets kidnapped, and he's like freaking out about it.
Yeah.
With brown hair.
He looks like he's in a boy band.
Yeah. He fights with the trident and stuff, and remember he gets the net thrown on him, and then he's like, looks like a human being in a net, so it's funny looking. And then he gets trident. Like I know that he dies that way.
Like that was. Like, they had some decapitations, arm cut off, head cut off, and then the rest of the movie, stab.
Yeah.
Quirky shit.
Boring.
Well, they ran out of money. They ran out of blood.
Yeah.
They were like, it's going to be gory and
Kind of
bloody.
surprising
and
to
realized,
me, honestly, because how low did that budget have to be? Because all the money went into blood. Because it sure as hell didn't go to acting
Blood
or
and outfits.
locations or...
Oh
blood
my God.
blood and costume.
Costuming, yes, but also, like, they definitely cut corners
No,
on
they
costuming.
built the set. The
the set.
The inside of the cave is actually a set.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Film
true.
students, man.
Yeah.
They had access
just enough to
a
build
fucking room.
Build a small set with a cauldron, throw up some green gels.
And my guess is they didn't even build it. They have that shitty ass like inside of a cave look.
Oh yeah.
It's probably just laying around.
Oh yeah, no. More than likely, it's probably just some unused pieces in the warehouse, and they were like, "Well, we'll just throw these together." You know,
Right.
like,
yeah.
They're made to be taken down and thrown up in days. You know.
Right.
I mean, not days, but like conceptual. Like, you can put them up one day, take them down the next, put them up the next day.
Yeah.
You take them to like.
And you know,
they're made like that.
If this was like a first movie, hats off to you, man.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Come on, like
They tried so
Yeah,
hard.
it
I mean, they
definitely,
did arms cutting off. Like they actually cared about what they were doing.
Yeah.
Granted, it was like the shirt was already cut, you know, and like the arm is fake, and
I mean, it's clearly fake,
tried,
but yeah, they realized that they didn't have the biggest budget for practical effects, so they went with
Stab.
the thing that, the stabs, and then with the cuts, it's like it's almost like homage in its sense where we have the older style where it's just like the spurt coming out.
Yeah.
There's not really a whole lot of like limb or cartilage or anything around it like you would see in a really good practical effect.
Yeah,
but it's like it just feels very hokey and cheesy and like almost something out of like a
what's it called? Monty Python.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
the limbs
Yes.
come off because
Yes,
then
yes,
one
yes,
of the
yes.
legs gets cut off.
Yeah.
I thought the most creative, the way they worked around the head decapitation, was that they had a really tight close-up of the actress to where we couldn't see her clothes, and the knife moved her head. Like, it's hard to show the listeners, but like the knife was beside her neck in frame, and the knife and her head move out of frame, and the camera drops to reveal a chest with blood squirting out of the neck hole.
Which was edited okay.
Really okay editing.
Like good enough
I
to
could
notice.
tell what they were doing, but they got away with it.
Yeah.
It looked it was pretty clean. It was pretty clean.
And
they got away with it.
She got cut off right at her turtleneck line.
Yeah.
It's like perfect shot.
Perfect cut.
He didn't want to ruin the fibers. You know, you can wash blood out, but it's hard to restitch a turtleneck sweater.
true.
Yeah,
Exactly. He's not a knitter. Okay, he's a gladiator.
How much time do we have?
Yeah, what are we looking at?
We've got about like
20 minutes
20
maybe.
minutes or
Oh,
so.
sweet.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
So
But yeah, the acting.
oh god.
Holy shit.
Or lack thereof.
Small round of applause for the guy in glasses.
Yeah,
that was
Dom-
the only guy.
Dom
that
was the only
knew-
one who
I
even
refuse.
could. Like,
He was the
at all.
only one. He was the only one that knew how to deliver lines,
Yeah.
to show emotion on his face,
And he still sucked.
and he still
Yeah,
sucked.
no, he was, by no means are we saying he was a great actor.
Yeah,
but he was the best.
comparatively, comparatively, he was fucking Daniel Day there.
Yeah.
How could we forget the guy in the skeleton suit?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
That was probably my favorite special effect. Was
Yeah.
whenever they
Yeah.
were bringing the body back. So the ritual's going on, folks, and the body's slowly starting to come to life, be reanimated.
Yeah, he's putting blood in the cauldron and stirring it.
Yeah, he's stirring some hands, a foot, maybe some garlic salt. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? It's a salt mine,
a little
so
spice.
a little bit of spice, pumpkin spice.
Pumpkin spice.
And then we see the body becoming reanimated, and the fingers are moving, and then the eyelids start to, jitter open and stuff. It was really cool effect.
Yeah.
Really cool effect.
You
How they went from a dummy to a human being in between. Like, they really cut around that.
Yeah.
like you were saying,
strongest
they,
part of the
they
film
clearly
was that.
cared and they
Yeah.
tried. It's just it just probably was a student film, early film.
They're probably dealing with the only actors that would show up.
Yeah.
Who knows? They could have already filmed like a week or a month with another actor, and they're like, we got to redo all this. If something like that happens and your actors aren't getting paid, that means the actor or actress working with the new actor or actress is probably annoyed, so their performance probably sucks. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So,
There's all those
so
little
many things that can just really ruin a film. A great example is the making Machla Man. What's it called? Terry Gilliam. La
Mancha.
Yeah, so it's
that's the documentary. He was making Don Quixote.
That's what I'm saying. That's a perfect example of what can go wrong on a film and push budget back. Push a film back so much that it releases 20 years later.
Yeah. Completely reshot.
Reshot.
Murphy's Law, my friend.
Murphy's Law. If it can't happen, it will happen.
Yeah, watch Lost in La Mancha, you guys.
It's a great documentary.
It's so tragic.
It is tragic. Like the first week, a monsoon just wrecks all the filming equipment.
The main actor gets horribly sick. And he gets his prostate sick, so he can't sit on a horse. And his whole thing is he's on a horse the entire movie. So it's like everything went wrong. It's
so
really
they're only shooting scenes with Johnny Depp in the meantime, but he's in between other things like Dead Alive? No, what's it called? Where he's the
Dead Man.
Is that it? I don't know.
The Jim Jarmusch, I think Dead Man.
Yeah.
But yeah, what's funny, really quick, funny about having those big name actors is you have to stay on schedule.
Yeah.
Because they're ready to fucking shoot something else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what happened mainly is Johnny Depp was like, it's been a year now. I have to fuck off now.
Yeah, I have other jobs that I need to do.
Yeah, I mean, it's Johnny
this
fucking
is my
Depp.
this is my livelihood.
And the reason I brought that up is that's a big budget film. Terry Gilliam.
Yeah.
A Criterion director. You know what I mean? He is a regaled
filmmaker.
He's phenomenal.
Absolute filmmaker. Wonderful, wonderful artist. And then you have this movie here where it's shot on weekends, it's shot on days off. We're using mom's van to load up all the lamps, in jails. Like that's how it happens. You know, we've all made films. That's what you got to fucking do.
Mm-hmm.
You can, all you know is that you're going to show up on set. You don't know if anybody else is. You can only account for yourself. But a big budget film, it's like people are getting paid, so they're going to show up.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I was using that as an example.
And they have reputation to maintain.
Exactly. So with the bad acting and with the production value, that's more than likely out of the director's hands. All the time.
And one thing when James and I were shooting Silver Cities, I noticed is you have to want to get the film made desperately. Like you have to really feel it because you have to be motivated to call that one guy that's not showing up. Like it's like running a ship, like in Master and Commander.
Yeah.
You have to be like a fucking captain of the ship.
You have to be an asshole too.
Yeah, like you have to be like
you have to
this
compromise
is how it has to
being
be.
a polite, compassionate artist to being just a dictator. Look, get your shit together, get to fucking set. I'm trying to make a movie. If you want to make it with me, then come. If not, I will replace you.
Right.
Very easy. Very
Totally,
easy
man.
to do.
Yeah.
But that's the problem with low budget to no budget films is that's what you run into regardless.
Yeah.
There is no La Mancha. There isn't like, oh, we had a monsoon this week.
Yeah.
No, it's a monsoon every fucking day on a little to no budget film.
Dude, every budgeted film has issues.
Exactly.
Sometimes it's smooth sailing, I'm sure, but most of the time it's a fucking issue.
Exactly.
After an issue.
What you looking up, bud?
This is pretty much The Asylum, though, because not a student film. He was already 13 years in the industry.
No shit.
Oh,
really?
Wow.
Well, you mean Full Moon?
No, Demonicus.
The director.
Full Moon.
The director. It's Full Moon, but I'm saying the director, Jay Wolfel, like, this wasn't his first film by far. He had done stuff in 1989. This came out in 2001.
Oh my god!
Holy shit! What did he do in '89?
What is it? Beyond Dream's Door. Like everything that's on his page looks like it was something the Asylum did. So.
Oh, I see. What you mean.
I see the relationship.
Can I see
there.
the list really quick?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, guys, before we wrap up this movie and we talk real quick, briefly about movies that we watched independently, and that we should recommend to one another. I thoroughly loved this movie. This is gonna go like on when it comes to shit show. and bad movies we watch, this is one that I'm just like,
yeah,
this is a must watch. If you want to watch bad movies, this is definitely one.
I went into it hating it, absolutely hating it at the beginning.
Miserable.
Yeah, you look like you wanted to kill yourself.
But I came
miserable.
Yeah, but the goofier it got and the more incompetent it got, I started to come around, because at first I just thought it was just gonna be boring.
Yeah,
dude, you guys, we need to watch some of these other movies.
Oh, what is Things?
I thought it was the Canadian Canucksploitation film Things, but it's something else completely.
Oh, okay. So it's called Things from 1993, and the segment is Thing in a Jar. So
it's probably an anthology.
Anthology of different directors
with criminal intent.
Ooh, look at Public Enemy, guys.
Right? I was wondering what that was.
Let me show you. Get us a picture of that. What's going on there? What's going on there?
The Hulk is terrorizing Purple Town.
Graphic design is my passion.
Graphic design is my passion.
You should show the folks at home.
Yeah, we'll put that up.
Throw some up. Look at this Iron Thunder. Looks like a mix between Days of Thunder and Starship Troopers.
Yes, that's the first thing I saw was Starship Troopers when I saw that poster.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Mixed with Days of Thunder, that NASCAR movie.
It's
where
a rip-off
man
Starship
and metal
Troopers.
Converge.
That's great.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. No one knows what it means. It's provocative. Gets the people going.
No, it doesn't. Thanks for showing us that. Yeah, I'll be sure to throw those
we
up
need
in the
to
podcast.
check out some of those other movies.
Yeah.
He is dog shit.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Okay, so yeah, I genuinely thoroughly liked this movie.
Dude, you really surprised me with that. This feels like a student film. Like, all the signs are there. The shitty set. Like, But no, he's been around, man.
But that's
yeah.
That's where I'm saying with kind of like with Asylum, where it's almost become like an art form in its own right.
It's like how
bad can you make it?
Yeah.
Just to trick dads.
Yeah.
We need to see a Zombie Tornado or whatever. It's whatever the guys that did Sharknado. They have a new one, but it's like inside the tornado are zombies.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm not for those.
Come on!
I don't like when people make a movie shitty on purpose.
Come on.
We've talked about this.
Yeah. Oh, this guy made this Gladiator movie shitty on purpose.
I don't know. It feels like he genuinely tried.
No. This has competent. I mean, there's shot composition. He knows what he's doing, but it's a lack of
caring.
Not caring, because you can care and it still be shit. The Room. You know what I mean?
Right.
Miami Connection.
Miami Connection, exactly.
Yeah.
He's just competent is the thing. That's the problem. I think one of you have brought it up where it's like you either get a passion project and it's so terrible it's great, or they're too competent but it's so boring.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
This rode the line
Inalienable.
of both.
True. Yeah.
Inalienable. True. That is correct. Yeah. So fucking boring.
Like, it was clearly his passion project.
Just watch the Spider-Man 2 scene.
Yeah.
When the alien's got tentacles and it's like floating around the room and
like Dr. Octopus.
The lights are flashing like it's Doc Ock.
God, my memory is shit. I don't know.
We'll watch it right now. We'll stop the podcast.
Sure, let's watch Inalienable.
Bye, guys. No, I'm kidding. So, I really like this movie. Guys, what'd y'all feel about it? Would you recommend people watching it as a bad movie?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, if you're looking for a bad movie, I would recommend it.
I agree. Yeah, I think it's...
Yeah, and we got halfway through our second film. I know we don't have time. We got halfway through Swamp Diamonds when I injured my ankle. So then we all stopped watching it. So that's why I only had one movie this week. But
well, there goes the illusion of disbelief right there.
I don't think anyone really minded that either, because Swamp Diamonds was fucking boring.
Yeah.
Swamp Diamonds, directed by Roger Corman, came out in 1956, and it had a secondary title, Swamp Women.
Right, because they're all like, they're going to get the diamonds.
Yeah. I think Swamp Diamonds is a better title.
Yeah.
Because the diamonds are interpretive to the women.
Yeah.
Diamond in the Rough. And they're all prisoners, yet they're women, and so they have redeeming qualities about themselves like any human does.
Yeah, and you found out later it was an MST episode.
Yeah, this is an MST episode. That is correct.
Swamp Women.
We might have to rewatch this.
Sure.
For a shit show. And record it. John's like, no. Yeah. Remember, you hated Demonicus, bud.
But we all hated Swamp Diamonds. I came around on Demonicus after about 20 minutes.
Oh, God. Remember when we were freaking out in Swamp Diamonds, there's a scene where they're all, running through the swamps.
That was the tensest scene, though. It had anything to do with the movie.
Oh my
it was
God.
just the filming location and what they were doing.
Oh yeah.
The actors, or the characters, I should say, decide to jump into the swamps to save one of the other characters. And John and I are from the South, where there are alligators. And him and I were freaking the fuck out because we were like, do not ever get into swamp water unless it's a must.
Yeah.
Like, your car's about to blow up and the swamp water's the only
way. Yeah,
that is the only way you get in. Like, them willingly diving into the water just was stressing me out so much. I was on the edge of my seat, biting my shirt because I was like, oh my fucking God. Like,
It's like brown water.
Yeah.
You can't see anything.
Yeah, you can't see. You can't see like.
But everything
feet,
inside
like,
the water, everything inside the water can see you.
Yeah.
And I don't fucking like that. Alligators will just grab your fucking leg, spin you around till you drown, stuff you.
They would rip
stuff
it
you under a fucking tree root.
The amount of power that their jaw has is ridiculous.
Yeah. I did not like that scene at all.
For real. Aren't
Which
there
was the most
parasites that can
cinematic.
crawl into your dick in the swamp too?
That is down
that's
in
in
I know it's the Amazon.
Brazil.
Yeah, that's
sure.
down in the Amazon. Yeah.
That's not in the swamp too?
No.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
But I
Swim
mean,
in
there's
there.
plenty of
I'm just kidding.
mosquitoes and fucking other
I'll watch you,
things
Josh.
that could give you diseases.
Oh, I bet. Oh, totally.
God.
Yeah,
All
that's
sorts
funny.
of fucking malaria.
My
and
brain,
shit.
I'm not as scared of it, but you guys are from the South, so you guys are like, fuck that!
Do not do. I was just screaming. Screaming.
Because
Like
you're
an older
from
black
Louisiana
woman.
and
Yeah.
from Florida, like
Yeah.
two alligator countries, right? Like, it's great.
Just fucking horrible. I could not. That was the most exciting part of the movie.
By far.
The prison was the easiest prison to break out of. They literally just took the window off
And they all
with
just,
their hands.
I love
not tools or anything. They were just like, here's the window.
They
And
hopped
we're
out the
smoking
window.
cigarettes with matches.
Yeah.
We could burn down the prison at any point if we wanted to.
Well, it's like I was saying. We didn't see any guards, so clearly it was just on like
what I call it, white
the
prison.
honor system.
It's honor system.
It's all honor
There's
system.
literally no guards at this prison. I don't know. I genuinely am cool with certain boring movies.
Yeah.
I was entertained. I like these old ones.
I wish we
especially
had a
since
better
it's
quality.
The
Roger
old
Corman.
one, I liked that's Roger Corman, and the old movies have a charm to them, but this was just too much, just conversations.
You know when like a movie comes
Yeah,
out
there's a lot of
in
talking.
January nowadays, and you're like, oh, that's not gonna.
And,
Right,
and not to say that
This is one of those movies.
Oh,
Oh,
totally.
yeah.
It has actors. It has a story. Has
It has a
competence.
2-day run at the
Yeah.
theater.
Boring.
Yeah.
It's
It's a
terrible.
movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's like and not to say that I have an issue with very dialogue heavy movies, but if the dialogue's engaging and the characters are actually well acted, then yeah, sure, I'm all about a good dialogue movie.
Yeah.
But this was just
Yeah.
boring
I know.
and stupid. Like they're all just like
stupid.
Like she's a cop, undercover cop, and she goes to sneak into the prison, or not sneak in, but she gets arrested into the prison. First day in the prison, she's like, "Hey, I know all about y'all. Y'all stole all these diamonds. I want in on this. Why should we let you in?
Because
I'll get you out of prison.
Yeah, and I have a car
And I have
running.
a car.
that you
Yeah, I
can
have a
go
car
to.
ready to go." And then none of them were like, "This is clearly a cop."
Well, again, it's white prison, so it's all honor system.
All honest, yeah.
We can trust her.
Yeah, right.
She's the same color as us. Remember when the movie came out, guys?
This is the 50s.
So
Here, one of the actresses is Beverly Garland. I wonder if she's related to
Judy Garland.
Yeah,
Yeah, I wonder.
maybe.
Probably not.
I thought this was going to be a lot of promise. The cover is pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's a dude wrestling with a gator.
Not the original cover. This
No,
is
definitely
aftermarket.
not, yeah.
This is an aftermarket one. I found that out.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah. The other one has like all the women on the front and stuff.
Right.
It was called Swamp Diamonds later. Originally, it was Swamp Women.
Re-release faux show.
Yeah.
That's kind of false advertising if you think about it, because it literally just shows this dude punching a gator on both sides of the video.
On
both
the
sides
front
of the
and
V-ish,
back.
Yeah. Hey, you want to see that same picture again? Just flip it over.
He's not even really a main character. He's like him and his girlfriend get
He's a prisoner
abducted.
of the women.
Yeah.
And his
Yeah.
girlfriend's the one that gets eaten by gators.
Yeah.
Yeah, she gets horribly eaten.
After one of the women inmates comes on to him.
Yeah.
She's like, I want to suck that dick here in the swamp. Basically.
The whole reason he was there was to be the love interest for the cop.
Agreed.
And like that's why the girlfriend gets killed off, and that's also why earlier the girlfriend is being like, "Oh, I'll do anything to get out of here," and she's like, "You don't care about this guy?" And she's like, "No, just let me. My dad'll pay you." So it's like, oh yeah, now we can kill her off.
Yeah, see, I'm gonna bang your hunks.
There's no emotional connection. So now he can fall in love with the main actress.
So dumb.
Yeah.
So dumb.
But yeah, so fuck
Clearly
Swamp
written
Diamonds.
by a fucking man.
Totally.
Yeah. You think?
But yeah, fuck Swamp Diamonds. Demonicus is my pick.
Easily.
Yeah, for sure.
Easily.
Yeah.
Do you guys? We don't have much time. Do you guys want to talk about some other films you've seen?
I watched Hellraiser last night. Hellraiser!
Hell yeah, Razor.
We're going to show you things.
Or whatever the fuck the line
Don't
is.
show me anything, Cenobite.
Yeah.
Sir.
God.
Fuck that
chattering
guy.
teeth. Okay, so guys, if you haven't seen, folks listening in, if you haven't seen Hellraiser, do yourself a favor. It's nothing like...
Get your head checked.
It's nothing like the franchise displays, which is just Hellraisers in movies.
There's like 12 of those movies.
It's like they've just bastardized what the original vision of Hellraiser was. It's a fantastic movie. Practical effects. Original story I haven't seen before or since then.
Yeah. I don't want to give too much away because
Clive
Jen
Barker
hasn't seen it. But
Clive Baker or Barker?
I think it's Barker.
Yeah.
Barker.
John,
But,
you should see it, man.
I'm gonna check it.
Yeah, and everybody else
check it.
listening. Yeah.
I'm
It's dope.
What about you? What about you, Josh?
Oh my god, yeah. Well, I finally saw Lady Snowblood.
Oh, okay,
The like Quentin Tarantino's like favorite movie or something.
Oh,
Really?
I've never even heard of this
It's
film.
the
Okay.
Do you guys remember Lucy Liu's character in Kill Bill?
Yeah.
It's based off her.
I know
Oh.
exactly what you're talking about now. I
Yeah.
rember that from the special features.
Man, we
talking
need to
about
watch this together.
That sounds
Yeah.
good.
It is one of the most brilliant like movies.
We also need to watch
from back then.
Shadow.
Oh, dude,
Yeah,
yeah,
you just
Shadow.
got Shadow. Yeah.
But yeah,
we should have a Randy. Shout out to Randy again. He gave us some movies.
Oh, thank you so much. Throne of Blood
thank
is the
you-
shit.
thank you, Randy.
Throne of Blood.
Andy
that would be
Kidu.
a cool one.
These guys don't appreciate the fucking because it doesn't have samurais in it. It's still a good Kurosawa film.
I've never even heard of it.
Oh
is the
no,
problem.
I'm excited to see it.
What is it? Akira?
Ikiru to live.
I know. I'm just
Oh,
But yeah, anyway, Lady Snowblood. It's the plot is it's a woman who gets her life is ruined. I'm not gonna give away how, but her life is ruined by these people. So
She's been raped.
she gets shot at her wedding.
You guys are really perceptive. So she gets her life ruined, and she gives birth to a daughter, and she is born out of pure hatred and vengeance. This daughter. She embodies like her whole existence is
It's
to
just
kill,
pure hate.
kill.
Remember that
And
animated scene in Kill Bill? That's also the same Lucy Liu's character, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
So it's based off her.
Yeah.
In the Kill Bill, but she is born out of pure hatred, and she is dope, dude.
Yeah?
She murders motherfuckers. It's so sick.
Okay.
Lady
Like
Snowblood.
we're
Lady
talking
Snowblood,
gushing
yeah.
blood. It's
I'm gonna have to see
She
this.
walks around in those little sandals and with the umbrella, and she just fucking slashes motherfuckers.
Dude, that sounds so tight.
sick. Yeah, so we should watch it. yo.
Nice,
But,
definitely.
Sounds like Miss 44?
Miss 45.
Miss 45, yeah. 44 is the prequel.
Yeah.
Miss 45 is about a deaf mute woman that gets raped twice in one day, and so then
Jesus.
I'm dead fucking serious.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That's the beginning of the movie. It's like irreversible. Even though I haven't seen it, I know that the rape scene is in the
God.
beginning.
Oh.
That's how Miss 45 is. And so then she has like a kill men vengeance.
She goes ape shit.
She
It's-
goes
yeah.
ape shit.
Yeah, she kills motherfuckers.
Great movie. Great movie.
Yeah,
Miss
I love
45
it,
is
yeah.
awesome. So
I saw that
you
in film
saying
school.
that, yeah.
And then the sequel, Buffalo 66.
What? Buffalo.
It's just the numerology.
Oh, okay.
So,
But,
John, what did
John,
you watch?
Have you seen anything?
I rewatched Blade Runner recently.
Right.
First
Dude,
time
me
seeing
too.
it in 1080.
Yeah, he borrowed it after you.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, it was the first time I've
High
ever seen it
five,
in
man.
1080, and it holds up so fucking well.
You watched the director's cut, yes?
I watched the final cut.
Oh, that's the one I meant.
Yeah.
Final cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should watch the noir cut. where
Yeah, I
the
want to see the
voiceover-
noir. I want to see the noir cut.
Nah.
But At the same time, it's like
because Harrison Ford hated it.
Yeah.
So you hear it in his voice. I want to hear it for that.
That's true. I've never seen the one with narration.
That's the theatrical cut.
the theatrical cut.
What did you think of the final cut? Because I have some issues with it.
Really?
Yeah, they're minor, but
He doesn't. You don't like the horse, right? The horse.
no, the unicorn almost ruins the entire like crux of the film.
John, that's from Legend. That's unused footage from Legend.
Oh yeah.
So I'm sure you guys already know all this, but the original movie, Deckard is not a replicant.
Spoilers.
Obviously, because him being a replicant actually ruins the movie.
Yeah.
So for some reason, Ridley Scott, who is amazing filmmaker, he just had this lapse in judgment, and he made Deckard a replicant for no reason. He doesn't realize that it actually ruins the character.
Well, it was just a theory for the longest time.
Yeah, I feel like it's just a theory.
Then Ridley Scott was like,
he confirms
no, it's
it,
not a
really?
theory.
Yes,
He confirms it.
In the final cut, there's these subtle shots.
I know, and then there's the little unicorn that Edward James almost makes.
But
at
that's
the end there.
from the theatrical.
That's from the original.
That's original.
But the subtle cues are and there's a couple of shots where out of focus, Harrison Ford has the glowing eyes. They edited that in.
I didn't see it.
I thought that was in the theatrical cut too. I thought that was original.
No, they edited that in. Because
I was looking at his eyes like every fucking scene, and I was not seeing.
There's only a couple shots.
Glow.
Yeah,
it's whenever Einhorn. Sorry,
Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is.
Not
Finkel.
many people are gonna get that fucking joke. Okay, so the actress that plays Rachel in Blade Runner is also the transgender cop from Ace Ventura: Pet Detective.
Really?
Yeah.
Word.
Your gun is digging in my hip. That's not her gun, it's her cock. So that's the same actress. So
okay.
So a little bit of trivia. The same actress from Finkel Einhorn is Rachel in Blade Runner. So the only scene that I know where Deckard, his eyes are flickering, it's when she comes to his house, and there's nice, beautiful smoke, lapping through the light that's coming in. God, it's such a beautiful fucking film. Just the cinematography is
amazing.
It's one of the best visually.
Yeah,
that I've ever seen.
It's a visual masterpiece.
So they're communicating, and she's talking, and he's to her like right or left. She's profile and he's face on.
He's to her right, yeah.
And his eyes are kind of out of focus, and that's the only time I can see the glint, the glow of the replicant eyes that he has.
And it's like, I thought about this for a long time, and it's like there are so many reasons why that ruins the movie, and it's because he is.
Give us one.
Sure, he is he's a Blade Runner, and he hunts replicants. He would have never been a Blade Runner if he was a replicant. They established that the replicant test, it's routine. They're giving it to a random guy. They established that this is a common test.
Yeah.
Because they don't want replicants in their society. He would have gotten the test and failed. So it's like he would have never gotten his job.
Yeah.
It makes no fucking sense.
I feel like the theory was like that they specifically designed him to be a replicant hunter. Like a replicant.
They never mentioned
they designed to be a hunter.
That's what James said, and I was like, no, I take issue with that because they never ever
Have you seen
established
2049?
Yeah.
Blade Runner 2049? You've seen Blade Runner 2049?
Not yet.
It's one of the best
sequels
ever made.
God damn it, John.
I know.
Fuck.
It's one of the best
I
sequels
was about
ever
to
made.
counter so hard
I'm
with
sorry.
Blade Runner 2049.
I will be seeing it in the near future. This got me back in the sci-fi
I'm curious what you have
kick.
to say because 2049 actually buries the hatchet on that issue, and they basically say Harrison is not a replicant.
Hold on 1 second, guys.
Studio Dog wanted to come hang.
Studio Dog wanted to come hang.
Yeah, they bury the hatchet. Harrison Ford is not a replicant in 2049. They just settle it. I'm curious what you have to say, though.
But what if, okay, so this won't ruin anything. This is strictly theory. What if Harrison Ford's Deckard was based on Harrison Ford's Deckard, the real man?
What?
Deckard is a real man. And then doesn't want to be a Blade Runner anymore. But he was the best. So we'll replicate him.
Okay.
To carry on.
Sure.
He's a replicant and he finds replicants. So
sure,
that way
but
you can have
never
both.
Established.
I know.
There's
saying.
no clues to that.
Yeah, no. I'm pulling that out of my ass
Right, yeah.
just to save the sake of having Deckard is a replicant. Oh, he's not a replicant.
Sure, if they said something like that, sure.
Yeah.
But they don't. They don't mention anything.
It'll be in Blade Runner 2098?
Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah.
But
I can't wait for that.
It's gonna be good.
Fuck, Blade Runner's so good.
Dude, I'm so glad you watched it, John.
Yeah,
I'm glad that, I love it. We should sit down and watch the original theatrical cut.
Sure,
because
I would love to.
I've only known one person that saw Blade Runner theatrical cut in theaters, and it's his favorite. Is the monologue?
Who is
the
it?
monologue? Oh, it's somebody I worked with back home. He really liked the monologue, and I was like, "What?"
Yeah, that's usually people.
Yeah, usually people hate
James
that.
loves the monologue.
So yeah, I want to revisit it.
People really
Let's
like
see the
it.
monologue.
I think it is not necessary, and it's like the parakeet in Casablanca.
Okay.
It feels like studio meddling. Like, oh fuck,
it was very much so. It was very much so studio meddling. They wanted to make it like they wanted to make it more of a blockbustery film instead of a story.
Like there's long, exactly.
Instead of
there's long sequences of silence, and they're like, oh, we need to talk people through the fucking movie and ruin it.
So what's the parakeet? Was the parakeet added
there's the basically the producers were like, people are gonna be falling asleep in the movie, so we got to put a parakeet that goes to wake everyone up.
Holy shit!
Oh my god,
it's so retarded. It's backwards thinking.
Casablanca is a great film.
I've never seen it.
I want to revisit that. I want to revisit it.
I need to watch that shit.
Let's do it for modern chromatic, but instead we'll watch it in color.
Yeah.
How? We're gonna restore it frame by frame.
God damn.
You are gonna do that. Yeah.
I'll see you guys in 80 years.
Well, we're probably running out of time.
Yeah, we definitely are running out of time. It's been great. You guys have been great here in the studio as always. And folks listening in, thank you so much for listening in.
Yeah, and all that.
All that jazz.
All that jazz.
And send us your guns.
Yeah.
Because Christmas is coming, and then I'm ready to pop myself.
Me too.
Just in the bathroom with the gun in my mouth,
Do it! Fucking do it!
Don't forget
Pussy!
Don't forget the whiskey bottle.
Right, of course.
So, yeah.
Do it!
Well, that's it for us here at Cinema Shat. Tune in next week where we'll be talking again about some fucking movies. Send us your pick for movies we should watch.
Yep.
Good or bad.
Yep.
We're game.
Yup.
And it's been fun.
Yep.
Till next time.
Till next time.
It's a random pick too, guys.
Oh yeah, we're randomly perking.
So yeah, it's not random choice. What are you, powering down the Death Star? Oh, it's going back up. Oh god. When are they gonna get a railing here?